All right, fellas, we're live. Welcome
We're
back.
live. Welcome back, bro. We recovered
Um,
from the Ravens loss, man. It took some time, but we back on that energy.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, man. So let's start off real strong. With our playoff predictions. We didn't do too well. Well, actually, we got more correct than we got wrong. No, that's a
No,
lie.
yeah, we needed Devin on that episode.
Yeah, we went three for
Yeah,
three.
There's no
yeah, bro.
way.
I could have told y'all the Texans was gonna beat the Steelers.
Yo, Eddie tried to warn us, yo. He's and then we
Their
had him go
def-
up to the chat. She was like, really, really.
Mm-mm. Their defense is too
Man.
good.
Oh,
Well,
happy birthday, by the way, Eddie.
oh, I
Happy
Happy
appreciate you.
birthday, brother.
birthday!
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hey.
Hey, appreciate you. Yeah, man. And I just got back from DR. Um, I don't know if he's watching now, but shout out to Alexander. What I'm saying, he's a big fan of the show. He liked and subscribed. Um,
Hey, shout out Alexander. That's what's
yeah,
up, man.
man. Yeah, man. So, big things going on.
Yo, you work hard, play hard, man. You one of the hardest workers I know, man. Got to enjoy some relaxing, resettle, rejuvenate, be motivated by the future, man. That's how you celebrate 2026, starting out the gate.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Devin, we
that's
missed you
good.
last week, bro. What happened?
My fault, y'all. I just things come up sometimes.
I had to
I
be in the
feel you.
gym, get my cardio and sit ups.
Whatever, whatever.
That's where
Hey,
Brian's at,
man.
Oh, that's where you at? You at the gym?
probably. That dude.
Putting in
Uh,
work.
all right, so how can we fix this playoff picture, man?
All right. Well, so let's just run down real quickly what happened. Um,
Okay.
as you can see, the Steelers got smoked. Not even just lost, but they got completely walloped by the Texans. And actually, now that I think about it, they the only team. The Steelers are the only team that really lose that badly at home. Like, of course, the Jaguars lost at home or whatever,
But that
but
was a good game, though.
it was
Yeah,
a good
Yeah,
game, and
yeah.
Philly also lost at home. But although you can say that Philly ain't really lose, it's more like AJ Brown lost. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's we're doing that. We're doing
no,
that. It's not the offensive
no, we're not.
coordinator.
It's
The
not
offensive
Jalen
coordinator
Hurts.
just running verticals.
Well, I will say this: the coordinator did end up getting fired after
Look,
the
bro.
game.
Look. This is how I feel. I like Jalen Hurts. I think he's a good quarterback, but until he throws 30 touchdowns in a season, I don't.
Right, right. There's room for improvement there because the team is just ridiculous.
Right. It's
Yeah,
bro. And y'all
yeah,
got the worst passing offense in the NFL, one of the worst. Like,
right.
I'm not putting that on AJ Brown.
Bro, I don't know if that's necessarily true that they got the worst passing on. Oh, well, one of the worst. I know it isn't like great, but it's like lower tier.
Look,
I would still
he
say
looking at the
worst.
Jets. Like, come on, the
I didn't
Jets
say it
got
was the
it.
worst. It's one of the worst. It's got to be. I mean, they were struggling to score 20 points the whole season.
But yeah,
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But you know what was also interesting too about that game is that it didn't look like Saquon was ever comfortable.
well, the first quarter he went off. He did, but they went
Mm,
away from him. Yeah, the first quarter
mm.
he broke some, but the rest of the game, you know. But yeah, going back to the wild card, man, it shows how bad the Ravens defense really is. Like
Yeah.
Houston turned the ball over like 3 or 4 times,
Yeah.
interceptions, and they still only scored 6 points.
Right.
They completely shut them down, even with DK. How you thought the Ravens were going to do that without DK? So the Ravens have Pro Bowlers. We were basically healthy as we can be, and they still dropped 26 points on us.
Yeah.
It shows that something is extremely wrong with our defense. Um, yeah,
Yeah. And I mean, that's why them guys got the broom.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
yeah,
it's no excuse for the season to look the way that it looked. Even with the bad lines, bro,
right,
come on. Y'all got to do better than that. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You can't give up, 20 something points to the Steelers when it's just literally just an old quarterback and a running back.
right.
They ain't had no receivers that whole game.
Hey, from the DR, hey man, I'm going on vacation there, man. I gotta relax in one of those fancy resorts. I'll be there for my birthday or something. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, I think that's Alexander, man. He's a big
That's
fan.
Alexander. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
appreciate that. But yeah, man, the Eagles is just a very weird team. Like I feel like they turn it on in the playoffs and they just let us down again, man.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
yeah,
offensive coordinator's fired.
they'll be
You
back
know,
though. I think the Eagles will be back
I
next
think
year.
they'll be back too. I mean, their defense is too good to be a first round
For,
exit.
for right for them not to be a contender.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that offensive scheme was terrible. And I don't
Yeah,
think AJ
yeah,
Brown's gonna be on that team next year though.
I would be shocked if he is. I mean, you have to trade him at this point.
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you're trying to run it back and get to the Super Bowl again, you might just hold on to him. But I don't know. It
yeah,
depends on how sick of them they are.
right. Or that new offensive coordinator might promise him the world because
Maybe
you,
they
yeah,
should.
yeah,
Like,
I would.
you know what I mean? Like, what else do you got to do? I mean, yeah, you can hand it off to Saquon, but if you don't
Mhm.
have a competent passing game, if you can't get your receivers the ball, like they just gonna lock in on Saquon.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah,
not Barry
how?
Sanders.
Let me see. How good were their running game this year?
right.
They fell off. I mean, their running game. I mean, we were number two behind the Bills, us being the Ravens. Yeah, they were
Which is
literally the
crazy.
middle of the pack. They were literally the middle of the pack. Like they was a complete fall off offensively. So yeah, he had to get fired. And the thing is like they lean on the run so much that there is no rhythm to their passing game, right? It's one thing to
No,
like, and that's one of the reasons what AJ Brown was saying. He's like, I'm not getting the ball on a consistent basis, but when you do get it, you're dropping it. Like 4 drops in one game is crazy, especially in the
I,
playoffs. Like you can't have that.
yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but I thought two of them was pass interference though. I just
Right.
that's
but
abnormal though.
he dropped the ones that a star player needs to catch with the game on the line. On the last drive, he dropped that third
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he dropped the one before the
But
half.
but how shitty is it to neglect not throw him the ball the whole season and then get to the playoff game and then put the whole season on him?
So what's interesting? I actually look at the stats at this. AJ Brown actually led the team in targets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I think every time he
but
went over a certain target, they
how many
lost.
catches do he got though?
He was in the thousand.
I don't like that we blaming this on AJ when the quarterback hasn't thrown 30 touchdowns in a season his whole career. He's never thrown over 3,000. Like what? He's never thrown 4,000 yards.
AJ Brown had more catches this year than he did last year. He had 78 this year. But here's the real stat that you really need to focus on is his catch success rate. It fell off a cliff. Last year was at 62, 63%, right? This year it dropped down to 52%. Now, whether that's fully on AJ Brown or Jalen Hurts not throwing the ball good enough, we can have that
Yeah.
discussion. But that's a very steep decline. And honestly, that decline is not even it's not even that bad for like
Grace,
Devontae
I'm
or
here.
Goddard.
Grace, I'm on my podcast.
So, for
Come
example,
here.
Devontae was pretty bad. Devontae was at
Grace.
51%.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You think Devontae can't catch?
Huh?
Oh, you know what? That's a good point, Devin.
All right. I'm
Come
in the
on.
camera.
Devin, that's a
Hey
very good point.
Grace.
That's a very. I muted him real quick. But yeah, Devontae went from 61% last year to
No.
51%. Like that's a
Yeah,
large
that's what I'm
drop off.
saying. I mean, yeah, I mean you can obviously you can't get rid of Hurts. You know what I mean? You You got him on contract. So, you're going to fire the coordinator. But, it's everybody was talking about how, like, Jalen Hurts was playing super conservative.
Yeah.
It leads to winning. It's all about holding the ball and, you know what I mean? All of that stuff. But y'all wasn't really winning. Y'all won 11 games and got punted in the first round. So,
well, here's another point to also think about, though, Devin. That's what I'm saying. They were playing conservative ball, and I feel like that's effective in the playoffs. Like when your defense is just crushing opponents.
All right, Zay, a little snap.
That's very effective.
No, Grace,
unfortunately, you can't do that for the entire season and expect to have a rhythm.
But they did. But that's, you know what I mean? And it's definitely on the coordinator because it's like, you should be throwing AJ the ball at least 7-8 times a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's a mix of Hurts and Sirianni because this is like what, their third offensive coordinator in like 3 years.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of been working though, right? This is the first year that they've left the playoffs in the first round, right? So last year, of course, they won the Super Bowl.
No, it was last year they won the Super Bowl, and then the year before that they got put out by the Bucs in the first round. So it's Super Bowl or bust with the Eagles. It's either they go into the Super Bowl, and then the year before that they went to the Super Bowl and lost.
Yeah, but it's a winning formula though, right? You can't really say the.
It is, but I just think they got to get more production out of the quarterback. You just can't keep, doing that, that Jalen Hurts throw the ball 15 times a game, complete 12 of them. That's just not enough.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, let's also turn to another game that I thought was pretty interesting, and that was the Packers and Bears game. The Bears came back from down 20-something points in like the second quarter, not even the third quarter, and came back and won. Now we can say, oh, that's a great comeback, or we can say that's the Packers just dropping the ball. How do you feel about that? Do you think the Bears are legit contenders?
I don't know. I mean, they playing well. The quarterback's playing well. I don't know. I don't know if I believe in Caleb Williams yet. I got to see more.
This is first year in the playoffs. I don't know if I believe in him either, but what I do believe in is the defense, and I do believe with their home field advantage at Soldier Field, when it's like 20 degrees and it has a 30 a 30 mile per hour wind, anything's possible. And
that's true.
Alexander's saying, told you about the Bears to win that game. Yeah, he was absolutely correct. The Bears showed up.
Who did they play next? They play San Fran?
So we'll actually, you know what? Let's go to next week. Or actually type, because I was like, wait a minute, why would the 5 be playing the 6? Yeah, so it's not a traditional bracket. We gotta do it by seedings. It's a good listen. It's a teachable moment.
Yeah.
Always do your homework. So let's do this real quickly just to save time.
Hey, that's not extra.
Bills Broncos.
Bills Broncos. Are we changing it?
Bills still need to win. It don't matter who they play. They need to win every game.
That's
Super
a
Bowl.
tough game.
Don't care, bro. You got an elite quarterback. It's Super Bowl or bust every year. Don't want to hear it. Bills.
Okay. Bills.
Do I think they're gonna win? I don't know. I mean, if it's a low scoring game, anybody can win it. So the Broncos got to keep the score low.
I'm going with the Bills too. I'm actually agreeing with you guys here. I think the Bills can beat the Broncos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Across the board, I'm going with the Bills.
Going with the Bills.
Niners Seahawks. Is that real? Are they actually playing each other?
Yeah, they're playing each other.
Seattle.
I'm going with Seattle too. Charles, do you have any excuse for 49ers to maybe win this game, or are you going with Seattle as well?
Seattle's home.
All right. Yeah, Seattle.
-7 at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texans, Patriots. Now this is different. Patriots over Texans.
Okay.
It's on you,
I
Charles.
like my boy. Nah, Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots, man.
Yeah.
I like the Texans. I love to see that upset.
Yeah. Given that this is the real matchup, I don't see the Texans winning.
No.
Yeah.
This is very strange. We're all in agreement on all the first 3 games. That's crazy.
Bears, Rams.
Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Rams.
Yeah, Rams.
Yeah, Williams. I mean, he's balling, but I mean, they should have. This dude made unbelievable plays last week to keep them in there.
The
I know
only
it's a lot of
issue,
Bears fans.
the only issue though, is the Rams playing outside in the cold. The Bears are home, right? Yeah, Soldier Field. Yep. Rams playing outside in the cold, that might be a problem. But
I think that's going to be a huge problem. Matt Stafford does not play good in the cold.
Rams, bro.
It's going to be 20 degrees in Chicago, and it's going to be snowing.
that sounds miserable.
That sounds terrible. All right, I guess you're going with the.
Jesus.
Yeah, we got to get some domes.
But if you a Bears fan, you going because it's like, bro, we ain't been in the playoffs in years.
Right. Now. To be fair,
Sure.
Vegas does think LA is going to win by 3.5 points.
Well, yeah.
Yo,
they got a veteran quarterback, an experienced quarterback in the postseason.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. Charles, who you picking?
Rams.
Devin?
Rams.
I'm picking the Bears.
I am worried about them playing outside though.
You picking the Bears? You mean?
It's tentative. It's tentative Rams.
Eddie is picking the Bears.
You going with the Bears?
Eddie.
I'm going with the Bears.
That's the first time. Hey, man, you sipping that Kool-Aid.
Bro,
You
20
really
degrees? 20 degrees?
What you think? Is Swift going to just go off?
Snow?
Go crazy?
Yeah, I actually do. Matter of fact, I wonder if ChatGPT can tell us what's Matt Stafford's record when it's 30 degrees and below. What is Matt Stafford's record playing?
Hey, yo, Eddie, we trying to go to the Ravens-Dallas game next year, yo.
I'm down to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to see that stadium, man. And it's a direct flight to Dallas from Myrtle, so.
It's also a direct flight from here, too. It's not too bad.
Yeah, so.
Oh, you guys aren't going to like this.
What?
Stafford's record in cold weather, 30 degrees and below, is 1-8.
Jeez.
He has a 54% completion rating.
He's played in a dome his whole career.
He has with the Lions, and he's been outside with the Rams. Although I think that may be dome, but yeah, 1-8.
No, the Lions was a dome, and so is the Rams.
Yeah, you guys still going with the Rams?
Yeah, I mean Stafford's 40 years old. I mean, God, my league, come on, bro.
That offense is really hard to stop, bro. You got Adams, who's a touchdown machine, and then you got Nuka, who is
Puka.
Got the Puka. It's hard for me to say that. Puka,
a dog though.
He's literally got 200 yards of offense. He does everything.
Yeah, he a dog.
So
cold weather ain't gonna bother him.
It's so hard to stop them.
Or Devontae. Devontae played in Green Bay for all them years. He used to play in the cold.
That is true. That is very true. That's a good point.
The receivers should be fine. So it's going to be about Stafford.
Yeah.
It's going to be about defense too.
Yeah.
They don't got Aaron Donald.
I think the Bears is good for just making it here. I don't see them going any further. So this
Okay.
is
Yeah,
a
I
win for
mean,
them.
if the Bears lose, I mean, this is a great year for them.
Oh, the best
Yeah.
year in their
Fantastic.
since they
Yeah,
won the Super Bowl in the 70s. I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
or
you got
80s, I
you got
think.
hope.
Yeah,
You got a
yeah.
but
quarterback on a rookie contract.
I've been seeing a
Wow.
lot of Bears fans lately, though. They wearing some
Facts.
old gear,
I'm not.
but they've been popping up.
I will say this: if this game goes to the fourth quarter and the Bears are within striking range, listen,
Yeah, he's been
Yeah,
he's been
yeah,
clutch.
yeah,
Caleb is a different
He's
yes.
been
animal.
clutch. He's
He's
been
In the
been
fourth
clutch.
clutch
quarter, he has been clutch. Yeah,
He literally runs for his life every play. It's
every
crazy.
play.
This
Yeah,
dude is just used to it.
his
I will
line's
not
not
miss
bad
this
though.
game.
He got a good line.
No, he
Why
got
is
a
he
good
running for
line.
his life?
But
He
last
does
week,
tend to
he was
hold on the ball a little bit longer than most
Yeah,
QBs do,
yeah,
that's on him.
but that's
yeah.
also because he doesn't really have any playmakers outside of Swift. Not
I
Swift, DJ Moore.
mean,
DJ Moore, my bad.
yeah. What happened to Adunze?
Rome, he's not that
He-
guy.
Oh
He's
damn.
he's like Rashad Bateman, right? Like he'll come and go.
Yeah, okay. He played well when we played him. When we played the
Well,
Bears this year,
I mean,
he was
Yeah.
cooking.
listen,
And they got Devin Duvernay. That's great.
listen. You could put Charles in wide receiver, and he would have had 100 yards.
That's true. That's true. Our defense sucks.
All right, guys, we're gonna go to the next topic.
Let's talk about the Ravens.
The Ravens coaching predictions. So I'm just going to put this out there. This is just what the prediction markets say. This is not what I think is going to happen, but this is what people are betting on. And right now, 42% of the money's going to Stefanski. Then Roberts. Todd Monken being numbers. I mean, yeah. So clearly, this list should be changed because Monken, yeah,
Zach Orr.
yeah, Zach Orr is crazy. Although I will say this though, I do think Stefanski and Saleh are the top two people though.
Let me look at this. Let me look at this here. So Matt Nagy, no. Mike McCarthy, no. Vance Joseph, I don't know enough about him. Zach Orr, no. Todd Monken, no. Mike McDaniel, no. Offensive coordinator, maybe, for Mike McDaniel.
Yeah. Kevin Stefanski's not
Brian
not
Flores,
gonna be the coach.
maybe.
Brian Flores was interviewed.
Yeah, Clint Kubiak, I think that's where they're gonna go. Robert Saleh, no. Kevin Stefanski, no.
Here's what I do think. Devin, and you kind of alluded to it. I think they're going to go offense because Clint Kubiak is your guy, right? Here's what I will say. I think Saleh, if they're all going to pick Saleh, it will have to be a combination package with Mike McDaniel, sorry. So I think
because if you pick a defensive guy, you got to get a great offensive coordinator.
Yeah, and I think Saleh's a great motivator. You see how hard the 49ers have been playing, even though they're all banged up. He's going to get maximum effort out that defense. And Mike McDaniel and Saleh both coached together before.
Yeah.
So if you get both of them as a package, I think that's what it will be.
But you want Saleh over Flores?
Absolutely. I think Flores is a good coach, and I think he will get a chance again. I don't trust Flores necessarily
with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I just don't think if Flores had to pick a very strong-minded offensive coordinator, and I don't know if anybody is going to want to join Flores with the same stature as Mike McDaniel or Clint Kubiak, right? So I think that's my only thing. Right. If Flores is coming with a package of like Mike McDaniel or somebody, absolutely. But I don't see that happening.
I mean, yeah. And Robert Saleh, to give him credit, like he dealt with Aaron Rodgers for that year. And he kept a straight face the whole time as Aaron Rodgers was throwing him under the bus constantly. So
Mike McDaniel and Robert Saleh both coached together from 2017 to 2010 under Kyle Shanahan.
In San Fran.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would like McDaniel as the OC. I'd take that over Kubiak.
Yeah, for sure. But you think Kubiak is he's your favorite, right?
He's not. I don't really like any of these dudes for real, honestly. I don't really like any of these dudes. I just think Kubiak is just a hot. There's always a new offensive young hot shot that everybody wants.
Right.
And he got a lot out of Sam Darnold. With the Seahawks offense. So I get why people are interested, but I just feel like this is every year. There's always a young offensive coordinator that everybody's excited about. So I don't know.
Here's another name to watch out for: Jesse Minter. His name has been floating around a lot too with the Ravens.
He's from the Chargers.
Right? Yep, their defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I don't like Minter. I personally wouldn't want him on the Ravens. He's been getting. I think he's actually interviewed with everybody. He's interviewed with the Raiders. I know he's interviewed with the Falcons. And I want to say he has an interview. Yeah, he has an interview coming up with the Steelers on Saturday. And I believe we've interviewed him already. I don't like him. I think his track record isn't as strong as the other names on here, but for some odd reason, it seems like he's a hot commodity.
I think Bashadi's off the Harbaugh bus though. He seemed pretty done with Harbaugh, the name. So,
the name Harbaugh, right.
But maybe. I don't know. I think
coaching with Jim. Yeah.
Speaking of that interview.
Yeah, let's talk about that interview. What do you guys' thoughts on that? And it's the interview of the owner of the Ravens with the media.
Man, I like his unapologetic talk, man. It was for us to be so. I wish he talked more. I mean, that was like his first interview in what, 7 years?
Yeah,
6 or 7 years, man. I know he likes to stay behind the scenes, man. But man, I like to hear it, pick his brain and see what he really says. I like the way he is unapologetic. He seemed like he doesn't really care what you think. He just, doing what he thinks is best. And as the owner, he's able to do that. I like the language that he was using. So.
Yeah, I agree. I like the owner.
Yeah.
He don't talk a whole lot, but when this interview he gave this time, it really got me excited because it gave me the impression that he actually wants to win, not just what I mean, float around and make some money. He actually wants to win. Like he had a sense of urgency when he was talking about the team. I liked how he was talking about Lamar. I liked how he was talking about Lamar's contract being urgent and we need to get it done because we got to make moves in free agency. I'm thinking they're going to be active in free agency this year, which is something the Ravens never do. We are never active in free agency.
Right.
But they have to. I like the way he's thinking about the team and the way he's talking. So yeah, he impressed me.
You could tell he's a serious Ravens fan, just like we are. The things that he was saying, it's unacceptable that we'll keep losing these fourth quarter leads. That's how we feel as fans. Not having the biggest players on the field in the biggest moments. He said they just underperform, which is coaching. True. Because those guys are proven to be the best in the league and maybe Hall of Fame players. There's no reason why they shouldn't even be in the game. And those are the things that we were frustrated with. And it seemed like that's what really made him saying that we're going to move on from John. Even saying that even if they won that playoff game, he was going to still move on with John. So
I think they had been fired John. I think they fired him weeks.
Right. Right. And
but they're not going to do him dirty.
Right, and he knows that John's going to get a job immediately.
Yeah.
Which he did.
Which he did,
yeah.
because
and he's taken Mockin with him to New York, I think.
Right, because
which is great for Monken. I mean,
yeah.
Go ahead, Charles. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, it's John has won a Super Bowl. His stats are ridiculous.
Yeah.
His percentage of winning at home and playoff victories. He's literally up there with the top coaches. So, it was just time, on our end. So,
yeah. I liked his interview as well. Like touching on all the points that you guys have mentioned. The one thing I will say though is that he seems to be taking what. I guess I'm going to play devil's advocate here. He's sort of taking a step back, at least from what I can tell from the hiring process of the new head coach, right? Not that he won't make the final decision because he's the owner. Of course, he's making the final decision, but he's really leaning on Eric DeCosta and Shashi Brown to make the decision, right? And I find that fascinating because most owners in the NFL, or at least the ones that we keep track of, they are typically front and center when it comes to coaching changes or the interviews and everything like that. So I did find that a little bit interesting, which means, if we're going to keep it honest, that this thing is going to fall on Eric DeCosta if they get it wrong, right?
Yeah.
And
as it should. He next.
He is next on the chopping block. Yeah. And I wonder if there's sort of some type of power dynamic going on with the Ravens where like you had EDC and Shashi over there making the decisions, right?
And Ozzy.
Well,
Ozzy still works there.
Here's what I will say. I think Ozzy is on the opposite side and is giving now with Harbaugh, with the owner, as being the last person to solidify changes and things like that. And I think EDC and Ozzy have not been on the same page for the last few years. And I think
I agree like that because EDC has not been drafting like Ozzy. Because
not at all.
Ozzy would have never let that offensive line look like that, bro. I mean, we had we had terrible quarterbacks for years, but we always had a decent O-line.
Devin, not only that,
and
we also found we always found decent pass rushers as well.
Right. I agree.
And we haven't drafted a 10. I don't give a fuck what Owe did last year because Owe did that on the strength of Matabike and everybody else running around. I don't care. He got 10. Like Owe's not the guy, right? He hasn't drafted a single pass.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm not mad about Owe leaving. He can go.
He can go, bro. He picks these. No, Charles, you were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. He picks these soccer players. He picks the soccer players that are fast and expects them to turn into the next best thing.
These super athletes.
These combine specialists.
Right.
Yeah. You have been saying that, Charles, that he only picked like athletes and like muscle heads. Look at Simpson.
Yeah. I mean, even with Patrick Queen, he was just off the charts.
Speed.
Not saying that was a bad pick, but we didn't re-sign him.
No.
I mean,
and that's why I'm not mad about Owe because they wasn't going to re-sign him anyway. They were never going to re-sign him.
Yeah,
we ain't paid a pass rusher since Terrell Suggs, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, and he had 0 sacks in college.
We gave Javadian Clowney 1 year, and Clowney was good for that 1 year. But yeah, no, you're right, Devin. Like we haven't paid a guy really since Suggs on a multi-year contract.
Right. I mean, maybe I guess you can count Van Noy. You know what I mean? We gave him another deal, but
man, he was retired, and then we just had him on a team for 3 years, and he just been balling.
To be honest with you, Van Noy don't even count because he's on a veteran minimum pretty much.
He's just enjoying it.
Yeah, I guess we talking about guys that we drafted because Zadarius Smith, Owe,
We
I
let
don't know.
Darius walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we let him walk.
Yeah.
I don't think Harbaugh liked Za'Darius because he was always in the doghouse.
Yeah.
But Darius, you can say was a success, but that was an Ozzie Newsome pick, right? We're talking about
Yeah.
EDC picks. EDC hasn't picked a single pass rusher that we can point to that'd be like, oh, that's our guy. That guy's a dog. That guy's our main pass rusher.
Yeah.
And he would have to move up in the draft. He moves down and all that stuff. But for him
Yeah,
to
he's
get
trying to
he would
find
have to have a
guys in the
top 10
second and
pick.
third
Yeah.
round. Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah. Having 3, 4, 5th round picks is not helping us. It's not.
No.
You gotta get aggressive and get some players that can really play.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, so that's what
we
I'm
can
thinking.
possibly move up into the top 10 this year. I think we were at 14th. So
yeah,
if we move up top 10, what would y'all draft?
pass rusher or lineman.
Top 10.
Yeah, I'm going. That's all we need, or or a lockdown corner.
that is a very tough question because it really depends on what's even available,
Right.
right? Yeah, I mean, to Charles' point, I mean, those are our two biggest needs: a defensive guy, like a defensive end, or a tackle, or an offensive lineman. My question is, are all those guys that will be available there worth picking at that number 14 spot? And I don't know.
Well, 14. I don't know, but 10, top 10, you should be able to get whatever you want.
You had mentioned earlier this week that you would get a wide receiver if it was like on Jamar Chase level, somebody like that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to say. If we get top 10, I say you got to take a premium position. You got to take a receiver, a left tackle, or a pass rusher, or a D lineman, depending on how good he is.
Yeah.
So receiver, pass rush, left tackle, or interior D lineman. That's that you know is going to be Aaron Donald.
I would only pick a wide receiver if picking a wide receiver is pretty much signaling that you're not going to re-sign Zay.
Right. Mm-hmm. Maybe because we are getting Bateman half price.
Yeah, Bateman on a
super cheap deal.
Yeah.
So we ain't really paying none of our wide receivers.
And if we moving up in the top 10 to pick a receiver, they're gonna trade Bateman. He's going with the team that they're trading to move up, right?
I don't even know if we can get rid of Zay at this point.
I would hate that, man.
I'm keeping
Zay's not even in his he hasn't peaked yet. I think he's still him to be our entire offense. In his second year, man, it'd be tough to get rid of him, man.
But here's the problem, though, and we discussed this. Zay gonna get premium dollar from somebody. It may not be like he's worth 30 mil.
Right, but you get the rookie receivers on a rookie contract for 5 years.
Some of these teams be paying 2 wide receivers.
Yeah.
We just want 1. Lamar's just gonna have to figure out his contract,
bro.
You're gonna get to a certain number, we can't sign Zay.
We may. I would bet you that a team as I don't want to use the R word, but as crazy as the Raiders, I can see them giving 35 mil to Zay Flowers just because they're drafting a number 1 QB in the Mendoza kid and saying, "Oh, Zay Flowers is going to be our number 1 guy." I can see them doing that, especially if AJ Brown's not available, and especially if Justin Jefferson figures it out with whatever the Vikings are doing.
Well, you gotta remember.
And are we willing to pay 35 mil?
We still got Zay locked up. We can franchise him for you.
That's probably what's going to happen.
Facts.
They're probably going to end up tagging him. So Zay, I don't think they may pay him. After they do Lamar's contract, that'll free up a lot of space. So they may pay him after that. But even if they don't, he ain't going nowhere.
EDC normally takes care of his first round draft picks that pan out. He's really proud of that.
Yeah, I think he's gonna pay Zay. Because the thing about it, even if you tag Zay, it's still gonna be almost $30 million.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, gotta pay
It'll
him.
be
He
like
never.
high. It'll be like high 20s.
I kind of see a scenario where we get Hollywood Brown back too, man.
He'll be
Because
cheap.
he's
Yeah,
like the
it'll be
Chiefs
cheap.
like fourth wide receiver. He can still ball. He's a touchdown machine, and he can. But he over there, he's not really being used like you would think. So maybe we can get Hollywood back.
They'll probably end up doing nothing. Doing nothing is probably the best thing when it comes to Zay Flowers because I mean
Yeah,
it'll only be a 4.6. And actually, let's talk about Lamar's contract because this is very important. It's only a 4.6 cap hit on Zay, so they can probably just ride it out and see what happens by next season. But this is what his cap hit, what Lamar's cap hit is going to be next year.
75. 74. Yeah, that's too much. They gotta do that deal now. Like
I don't understand why they
within the next couple weeks.
have we actually gave Lamar money yet? I mean, at that 200 mil, we put a 74 mil in the last year. That's kind of. When is he going to actually get paid?
We gave
Well,
him 20 mil last
he
year.
got everything up front with the signing
Yeah.
bonus and everything when he
Yeah.
first got the contract.
Let me see, 20. That's 50, 90. Oh, okay.
And his
Yeah,
cap hit is going to be 75 mil for the next 2 years.
I don't
Lamar paid,
know.
bro.
I don't know. I mean,
They just gonna give him more money. That's what the owner. That's what Bishotti said. He was like, we just increase the money. You know what I mean, and just do the same deal.
I think it might be Lamar wants to probably see what the coach is, and then he probably also wants to see what they talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, listen, like I'm trying to win, and that's all I'm trying to do. And I need to make sure y'all trying to win as much as I am with these. You know,
Now,
give me
now,
Jefferson.
now that you bring that up,
Yeah,
the negative side of me. You know what I mean. I always got to be the realist when it comes to the Ravens. People don't like to hear it, but
nope, we wouldn't be on
it
no Kool-Aid.
wouldn't. If I'm Lamar's agent, I'm not signing that deal until I see them doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, hire the
Give me
coach,
a lineman. Yeah,
get me some linemen, and
yeah,
then we can talk.
yeah.
I
Because
mean,
these teams are grimy.
Yeah.
if I'm Lamar's
They got their
agent,
own agenda.
here's the thing though. If I'm Lamar's agent, I'm signing. Like if I can get this type of deal, I'm signing. It don't matter. I'm signing it
Yeah,
anywhere
yeah.
besides New York.
That's the thing. They got to give Lamar enough money to throw his leverage away.
They gotta work on this number right here. This 51 mil. They're gonna have to rather restructure and move it to like maybe a signing bonus or something because that is really affecting the dead cap. They can't go into this year. Well, yeah, this year. They can't go into this season, next season, technically, with this number being so high because he takes up 24% of the cap. That's almost a quarter of the cap to
That
one
basically
guy.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, but I saw where Marlon Humphrey and Roquan Smith are going to be $60 million on the cap between them next season.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. That's
crazy.
That is crazy. That's another 20%.
Right. So
that's half the team. Yep.
They gonna have to take some pay cuts.
And Stanley's probably the other 20 mil.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to take some pay. Now the good thing is our cap number, like our cap space, we have 28 mil in cap space. So that's not bad. That's actually in the middle of the pack at 16, right?
Yeah. But if they get Lamar's contract done, they'll have a lot more space.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Because they still got to sign Linderbaum. I think they. I don't know, but I don't know if they're gonna sign Likely. They might if they can get Likely on a prove it deal, like a 1 year.
Nah, I think somebody gonna pay Likely, man. He's just too famous for like all the stuff, controversialness.
He's too talented.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get some money.
Yeah, likely's probably gonna get paid, but
Well,
paying
they'll
out
also
tight
get
end
some
$70
money.
million is crazy.
But guys, also remember that they should get an injury settlement from Matabike, and Matabike is going to be taking up 10% of the salary cap next year. So if they can get that off the books, it may not be too bad.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to restructure Marlon and definitely restructure Roquan.
they've already restructured Roquan already. Yeah.
Yo, Brian was hot about Roquan's performance against the Steelers.
They did restructure, but Roquan got a pay raise. He's getting 16 mil off the base, and then he's getting another 4.5 in signing. Roquan is eating up 10.7% of our cap. And Roquan, to me, is not a 10.7 guy.
Well, when he first came on the Ravens, he was the missing piece, man.
Yeah,
He
lit it up for about a season and a half.
Yeah, man. It was money well spent, but this last season, but him and Patrick Queen was a monster.
I'm confused. Roquan was drafted at being 26 years old.
No,
we got him from the Bears. Remember,
we got him from the Bears.
Yeah. He
Roquan
wanted $100 million, and the Bears wasn't going to pay him.
That's right.
Because that's when the Bears was blowing their team up when they had Trubisky.
Yeah.
And they fired Matt Nagy.
Yeah. Who, for some odd reason, is at a 2% of being our next head coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can keep him.
Yeah.
I'll take Spagnuolo though.
I'll take Spagnuolo.
I'll take him.
I'll take Spagnuolo. I'll take him over Matt Nagy. Where's Matt Nagy nowadays anyway?
He's coordinator for the Chiefs.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the OC.
I think we covered our topics for today.
Well, we definitely did.
I gotta go. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Well, this is a good show, guys. Any last thoughts?
No. I'm surprised at who's left in the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I was not expecting this. So
my last thoughts is y'all gonna better be ready to pay me in Bear because the Bears are gonna win.
Okay, we'll see that.
No pun intended, Bears.
You heard it here.
Hey, I said I was tentative on that game because of Stafford playing in the snow and 20-degree weather.
Yeah, going with
and
the Rams. We'll see.
He's only won one game under 30 degrees. That's crazy.
And he's like 95 years old and only won one game. So
Matt Stafford's been playing football my entire life.
Yeah,
ball
like in the NFL.
Yeah,
he's been playing forever, bro.
Bro, I mean,
Megatron.
He's playing with Megatron.
He got drafted with like 2009,
2006, I think.
He is old.
Let me see. He got drafted in
he got to be what, like 39, 40?
They don't even say it on here. That's crazy. He got drafted in 08.
08. Yeah, he old as dirt, bro.
Hey, he still got another 6 years in him. That's what Brady said. He's in the master status.
Hey, listen, Aaron Rodgers still playing, and he's probably going to end up going to the Vikings, and he was drafted in 05.
I think Rodgers is done, but we'll see.
I don't think he's done. I think he was trying to get to the Vikings last year.
He was,
but they JJ McCarthy. Oof, what a whiff.
I kind of agree with you. I don't think he's done, bro. I think he got to the playoffs this year
with no receivers, and then you go to the Vikings and you got Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison who can't stay out of trouble. My God, it's like every week he getting in trouble about something.
Man, his rap sheet longer than Suge Knight's.
Yeah. Jeez. So if Jordan Addison will actually play, You know, they got a pretty good offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take the same route Brett Favre did. Remember when Favre, after he left, he came back, went to the Vikings, and was
Made to
cooking.
the NFC Championship.
Yeah, even with
Mhm.
him going to the Jets, it's the same.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, fellas. Well, I don't want to hold you up any longer. Great podcast.
All right, later.
Later, guys.
All right,
To our viewers, please like and subscribe.
Like and
for sure,
subscribe.
for sure. We're being consistent.
That's
Check us
right.
out.
That's right.
Later.
Deuces.
Deuces.